Yay, more insight. Notice this highly ornate sarcophagus altar. I don't. If there's any special particular person in there, they do not make note of it anywhere else. Could just be pure statue and decoration. Like these, again, the Virgin Mary-esque statues everywhere. Alright. Our tempering bloodstone. Excellent. Yay, more shards. Let's see. I made that more complicated than it needed to be. I have no idea why. Pungent blood cocktails. Excellent. Now let's head to the dream and do some upgrading. Gonna need it.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me.
Alright, let's do some endurance. Doesn't hurt.
Farewell, may you.
Alright, and now we've maxed that out as far as we can go with the regular bloodstone shards. We need the next level of upgrade material known as twin bloodstone shards in order to start to make that any stronger. Fortify weapons using blood gems. Blood gems imbue weapons with special characteristics. Now, the system here for blood gems in Bloodborne is something like materia from Final Fantasy 7. But it's a little more about the percentages and small changes, sometimes bigger ones with the negative effects as well as positive. But for right now, these first two we have are giving us a physical attack up plus 0.7%, which you're putting in the first slot, and physical attack up 1.1%, and HP continues to recover plus 1. Oh. There we go. And you'll see to the right the shapes a weapon has for its blood gem imprints. And as the blood gems get larger and stronger and give us better attributes and bonuses, those little shapes, they'll grow bigger and fill that mold that you see there. You'll see that the saw cleaver here has has two radial types and then a crescent type. And then there's other shapes that are like a triangle and among others. But it'll depend on the weapon, and you need to upgrade them each at least once in order to get to get inside to get to use their blood gems. It's a fine system. I wish it was a little more consequential, or no, really my one big complaint is sorting, storing, and then using them as loadouts is something I wish that they had implemented, because I like to switch around my best ones into whatever weapon I'm going to be currently using next, and that gets real hard when you have tons of them, and you can't just click a button to sort them, or you can't just save a loadout and easily switch it between weapons. I think that's my biggest problem with it. Other than that, I think it works just fine. Just a general usability could be certainly improved. This town is long abandoned. Hunters not wanted here. Welp. Time to go inside.
You there? Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once. Old Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those about. Turn back, or the hunter will face the hunt.
Yeah, sorry, man. Alright, Wandering Nightmare. There's another way back up. But gotta go down first. Wandering Nightmares are stand-ins for crystal lizards from Demon Souls and Dark Souls, except they're thematically appropriate for this game, obviously. They look like bundles of heads that have kind of just been mashed together and have like writhing little tentacly appendages sprouting out of them, including out of one of the mouths of the bunch of heads. Their name is pretty appropriate, though they're mostly harmless and they're just there to lead you into traps. Such as down here. Oop. These enemies are known as beast patients. And that was our hunter torch. It's only very slightly better than our current one, in that it can be upgraded a little bit. It's still not a big deal either way. Let's see, do we want to go this way or just... Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now to climb all the way back up. That door is a shortcut, but it'll be a little bit before we open it. Cold blood do. More crucified beast out here. Now, important to note, these beasts fear the flame. As long as you hold this out, they'll mostly try to stay away from you. I mean, you know, people haven't been here in a while. Some of this stuff's still smoking, so it's kind of leaves you to wonder how recent. Some of this stuff is. I mean, it's implied that Old Yarnum has been abandoned for quite some time. Now, one of the reasons I'm not using the flame sprayer, even though it's pretty effective against these enemies, is that the flame sprayer, of course, costs quicksilver bullets, and I'd rather use those for parrying. But I think the flame sprayer, it's just a flamethrower weapon, and it's better. It's great for like PvP because you damage someone and you hit them with it, and they can't possibly use any regain because they're getting multiple ticks of damage, one right after another. And it's also great for large enemies too that are weak to fire. Now, the man speaking to us, telling us to turn back, is right up there on that watchtower with the big green lit, like sort of a clock face, but not really. Might be stained glass. It's kind of hard to tell. But he's all the way up there. On a large Gatling gun.
You are a skilled hunter. Adept, merciless. Cut with blood, as the best hunters are.
Now all these enemies are known as beast patients. The small ones with the bandages over their heads, they're male, while the ones with all the cloth over them are known as female beast patients. As was noted in the antidote description, this place was ravaged by a condition known as ashen blood, and antidotes help stave off the effect, which is, as it applies to a player, is called slow poison, which is just an analog for regular poison in Dark and Demon Souls. And it said the was mysterious and no one knows what caused it, but I think it's pretty evident given how, again, the beasts are created from people overusing the blood and regressing into these states. But
which is why I must stop you.
Jura doesn't want us killing Beast, as you can tell, but I think Ashen Blood is a direct result of the Healing Church's first attempts at using their blood administration techniques for blood healing. And again, the cure ended up being worse than disease, and their early attempts ended up creating a sort of poison that quickly also turned people into these types of beasts. And as they refined their blood making process, people were able to stave off the beasthood a bit longer, but they also would start becoming worse beasts such as the Scourge Beast, as well as other types of creatures. But there's also there's an implication in some of the item lore that different types of people, depending on who they are, their kind of personalities, and just their inner selves, is also reflects what kind of beast they become. So it's a multitude of potential factors. Now, if Jura hits these pots out there that look like this with his Gatling gun, they explode. Just missed them. Wow. Now they exploded. Now the male beasts aren't much of a danger, but the females can, as you saw earlier, their attacks do slow poison damage, and once that meter builds all the way up, you'll be inflicted with it and have to cure it with an antidote. Blood-tinged gemstone? Those circular ones, they're pretty much only for firearms, such as the gun and the flame sprayer. Now we're just gonna run through this spot right now. Get these beasts somewhere else. Great, and now we have one of Jura's friends. Ow. Come and get me. He's a little leech to that location, so... Oh. Come on. Come on, man. Come and get me. Oh boy. I don't want to fight him out there in the courtyard. I'm just gonna get shot. Oop. Come on. Ow. There we go. Didn't do as much damage as I was hoping. Now, I'm pretty sure that guy is unnamed. Bone marrow ash. Let's take a look at that real quick. Bone marrow ash. Additional medium that strengthens quicksilver bullets. According to our workshop, this special bone marrow ash collected from Hemwick Charnel Lane. Invaluable to hunters with weak blood tinge who require the use of stronger firearms. Now, this is made from some unknown process in which bone marrow is turned into ash, and then, much like since the quicksilver bullets use the blood of a hunter to give them their strength and their ability to fight off beasts and all manner of creatures, and make the bullets much stronger than they would normally be, it stands to reason that marrow, which is the substance that creates blood, would definitely give that quite a boost. And for fire paper, before I forget it, coarse paper that applies fire to weapons when rubbed. Hunter tool found in a healing church workshop. Since the tragedy that struck Old Yarnum, fire has become a staple in beast hunts and is thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear of flame. And yeah, that's where we are, where that kind of whole thing started. Ow, ow. Thought I was safe. Nope. Well, okay. Down we go. Alright, I know you guys are in here. Yeah, and notice the females come in multiple sizes. You don't want to mess with any of them. Oh boy, there's a lot more than I remember. Alright. Just gonna have to kite these guys around the room a bit. Alright. Yeah. The female ones don't fear the flame. Because they're stronger. Well, gained back most of my blood vials. if I'm gonna play around with the, since they're mostly so minuscule, I'll deal with that. Min-maxing my weapons off camera. Rifle spear. A trick weapon crafted by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs. A prototype weapon serving as a simple firearm and spear, possibly created in imitation of a lost Canehurst weapon. Lacks any notable functions, stating that it is the only trick weapon with an attached gun. Now, can't equip that because I do not have the proper skills needed for it. Proper stats rather. And yes, that is just a gun on a stick. Sometimes the simple methods are very effective. The red moon hangs low, and the beasts rule the streets. Are we left no other choice than to burn it all to cinders? And they did. Charred hunter garb. One of the staple articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop. A product of the scourge of the beast that once plagued Old Yarnum and culminated in the town's fiery cleansing. Came's dampness makes it highly resistant to fire. Wearers of this attire hunted down victims of the scourge who survived the raging flames and stench of singed blood. Now, personally, from an aesthetical standpoint, this is my favorite cape in the entire game. It looks so cool. All ripped up and kind of wispy and stuff. It's very like a Van Helsing kind of thing. But we're going to be sticking to the gas coin equipment, at least until we're out of this area, because it has a higher poison resistance. Ooh. And we're back over here. That guy's not worth killing, so I'm just gonna leave him. Oh. Eh. Well, he followed me all the way here, so props to him. I'm gonna just run and grab this item. Now, we could go all the way up there and face Jura, but for this playthrough, we're actually going to befriend him, but can't do that quite yet. Now that horrible, creepy sound you're hearing is the sound of all the beasts here that are seemingly worshipping this large, flayed beast that's hanging from that chandelier-like structure. Very carefully, we're gonna get that item. Alright, inside. Ooh, that made me nervous. Now, remember how I said these certain pots explode? That solves a lot of problems. And it creates a striking visual. Yeah. Put that on a metal album cover. Hopefully it's still burning when we get down to it. Nope. Oh well. I'll come back for those items later. Not terribly important. Let's see, what's the safest drop down? They all seem pretty equal. I take a little damage. And I gain a good amount of it back, so. Now the large female beasts that shriek, they'll summon other beasts to your location as soon as they see you. We'll take a good look at that when everything is dead. Now this fire is enough to spook them if they're too close. Because there's a hell of a lot of it. A few more beasts up top the stairs, so go deal with them first. Such as right here. Good thing with the shrieking ones is that while they're shrieking, and as long as you're strong enough, you can just take care of them while they're doing it. And this was the hallway we were just standing above. Of course, where we were. And now let's head back down. Lots and lots of antidotes. Yeah. Ain't that? It's been a while. I forgot how to add stuff to my quick menu, which is this one. Oh, here it is. Duh. Now, look at this. There's metal, and then there's fucking metal. Yeah, they were seemingly worshipping this beast that was caught, chained up, and killed. There you go. Oh, be easier to access now.